Hey, thanks so much for being a part of these blogs and sharing them and commenting. I've been getting emails from people. I will admit, not a ton, but a few after each video. And I really appreciate you reaching out and asking questions. And I'm going to continue to try to do these as frequently as I can. I was traveling and I didn't do any, so forgive me. Hopefully I'll be back on course for a little bit. So today I just wanted to talk about the other day I was laying in bed and my kids said, Daddy, they came in the room and we're having a lot of fun. And they're like, stay here. They ran in the hallway and I heard pss, 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 pss. And they said, you stay here, Daddy, you stay here. So I stayed there. I went, stayed in my room for about 10 minutes. And all of a sudden I was greeted by my girls and they had a eye mask, which, when it's a sleep mask, one of those sleep masks you put over your eyes. And they said, put this on. So, of course, you go with it. I don't know what to expect. I put it on and I just go with it. You trust because your kids, 99% of the time, are trying to do something good for you. They're trying to be their best. They're not trying to make you walk into a barrel of knives, if that's even something. So, of course I'm going to go with it. And I'm excited. Always want to show your excitement for whatever it is. Now, I nearly walked into a wall and stepped on the dog. They don't really know how to guide so well yet, 4 and 6. But they brought me downstairs. I stood into the kitchen, and then they said, remove the eye mask. And what did I see when I removed the eye mask? Well, breakfast was all laid out. It was all beautifully done. Forks, knives, napkins, the glass bowls, glass cups for everybody. Everybody got to be a part of this. Take a look. Glass bowls, plates, covers, the whole thing. You can kind of see it there. And it was just, look at the milk is poured, cherries on top. Everybody got the same amount. You don't get a choice of what you get to eat. That's it. They all spent the time to do it. Now, here's the thing. As parents, some of us get into it, enjoy it. Other parents get into it and start saying what should be. Really not supposed to be drinking out of glass cups. You shouldn't have climbed on the counter to the top shelf to get the glass cups that you don't usually get. We really don't need knives. We really don't need forks. I didn't really want this for breakfast. And on and on and on. And it's a challenge. But sometimes you have to really suck it up and look at the underlying factors. And this is something I got to remind myself of all the time. What is the big picture here? The big picture is the kids were being selfless, thought on their own to make you breakfast. What a beautiful gesture. There is no need to question it. Unless they were putting themselves in harm, unless something went wrong, we might say next time we may want to try something different. But there was none of that. So I had no reason to correct them and say, my mind was like, why are my kids drinking out of a glass cup? My daughter drops her cup at least 3 times or 4 times a week. Sometimes. Yeah, that's true. So what are we doing with the glass cup? But instead, be present. Enjoy the moment. And that's what I had to do. Suck it up. Whatever's in this bowl is what I'm eating. They're eating the same thing too. They gave me a knife and a fork. I don't need it. Who cares? They had a reason. And it meant something special to them. So it's so important that we acknowledge what it is that they did. We acknowledge what they did by bringing all these forks and knives. Thank you for pulling out a knife. If I need it, it's ready here. Thank you for the napkin, for the glass cup that had water in it, ready to go. It's those things as parents that we have to remember. The little stuff or the big picture things. When your kids do a gesture like that, it's not about picking apart what's not right. It's about looking at all the things that are right. And that's my takeaway for you. And like I said, for me, it's like, and of course, my kids don't know how to pour. They thought everybody gets the same amount of food in a bowl like that. They eat in a bowl like this, okay? The bowl they were eating out of was like this. So, needless to say, they didn't finish their food. And they didn't know what to do, and they kind of felt bad. So I said, all right, next time, just put a little less food in these bigger bowls. That's all I had to say. And everything else was thank you, thank you, thank you. This is so incredible. And while we're sitting down having breakfast, I'm talking about how excited I am to eat out of these bowls and eat with my kids and be at a moment at a table where we're sharing a breakfast that was such beautifully done, so crafted so well, enjoying all the moment and letting them feel special and excited for what their goodness in their heart that was shared to me. That's all we want as parents, is our kids to learn from us, model the goodness that we have, and when they show it back to us that way, being selfless and doing whatever they can to show off their gratitude, their selflessness, we've got to high five that all the way down, hug it out, cheer it out, celebrate it, and let them know how truly grateful we are. It just builds them up to want to do it more. That's my message for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this video. Be present with your kids. Put the phone down. Enjoy the moments and be grateful for the moments that come in any way, and really let your kids know how important and how special they are. They're only young ones. Craig is out. Thanks so much. Oh, if you want to see that picture, it's on Instagram. At Craig Scime. You see the description. It's in the description, the link. Check it out, and you can see that. All right, good luck.